you need, yeah. Man, I got it, wow. What you say, hey? We about it, get the cream, yeah. Why you slacking? Why you talking all the top, boy, you capping? What you need, hey? Yeah, I got it, with the team, yeah. We about it, wow. Get the cream, yeah. Why you slacking? Why you talking all the top, boy, you capping?
Yeah, why you capping? Why you capping, no? Feel like a rubber band, I've been snapping, no. Yeah, I've been up here with my team, so you know this what I mean. We've been going up like NASA, bro.
What is going on, everybody? Pete Simonetti here for NYYU. I just got done with the Trevor Bauer interview on WFAN, and I wanted to give my thoughts. First and foremost, there's not a lot of YouTubers out there that will give honest feedback on this because too many people are concerned about what, public perception of them is then going to be if they say, hey, put this guy in the Yankees or put this guy on the team that I enjoy, because there's going to be people out there who may not like that. One thing about NYYU, guys, everybody here, we're going to tell you our truth no matter what. Whether, there's a majority who dislike it, whether there's a majority who like it. We don't cater and play for optics. We play for what we believe and what we see. So I actually took notes, something I very rarely do, but I think this is a pretty serious matter, and I want to be as fair as humanly possible in regards to this. First and foremost, I'll say this. We are living in a time where public perception really doesn't have to be truth. Public perception could be whatever is said is then becomes reality. That is a lot of times of what happens nowadays. And then things may later down the line look back and go, well, none of that was true. And it's still attached to said person, whoever that may be. We are a country of innocent until proven guilty. And today's time is you're guilty until you're proven innocent. And even then, so you're guilty is kind of how our world is shaping, which is very dangerous one and not a good thing whatsoever. Because I would hate to be accused of something and, be proven innocent and still be called something or forever be labeled as something that is inaccurate. After hearing the interview today, I come across, when it comes to Trevor Bauer, as a guy who regrets what he did. Obviously, it's affected him. But here's one of the reasons why I think there has certainly been a lesson learned here. Trevor Bauer doesn't need money. He doesn't need any of that. He's made enough money. He's good. He wants to put his craft at work in the biggest of stages, which is Major League Baseball. First and foremost, he admitted to the majority of his mistakes that he's made, going after Rob Manfred. This perception that he's a bad teammate, which he says goes all the way back to really his time in Arizona, which was when that kind of took off and it stuck with him. But he says Cleveland, the Dodgers, the other clubs he was with, that was never a problem. He still has very, very close relationships to those players today. Hell, Mookie Betts came out and said he's a great guy and he hopes he gets a chance. And that was after the allegations took place and all this other stuff has happened. He discussed one of the harshest allegations was from, her name is Lindsey Hill. And he said those allegations he would also take very, very seriously, of course, because they were very, very bad allegations. He says that those were thoroughly investigated from top to bottom, thoroughly investigated, and none of that is true. He has not been charged with any of that. He hasn't been charged for anything whatsoever. Of course, I am a father to a daughter. A lot of you people out there that are watching are fathers to children, mothers to daughters, things of that nature. The last thing we'd ever want to think of or feel like is somebody taking advantage of, whether it's a girl or boy. Of course, with fathers, we have there's a special love that we, of course, want our daughter to be treated a certain way. That's just natural. And when you think about the allegations that Lindsey Hill made and think about that happening to your kid, it's like when I watched the movie Sound of Freedom, right? I want to go to the front line now. Let us find these people. You know, we should all have the same mindset that this is wrong, this is bad, this is a problem. All of us should have that mindset and that thought process. Nobody wants our child, other people's children, to ever go, towards anything this bad and this severe. And he mentions, he doesn't hide. He didn't shy away from saying, no, I wasn't a guy who, engaged in rough sexual encounters and things of this nature. He admits, I did. I allowed certain things to go on that I shouldn't have allowed to go on. I did things that I shouldn't have enjoyed doing or wanted to do, even if I was told that that stuff is okay. That's what I want to do. And this and that and that and this. That has all been kind of based off what we know dropped right there. He's not been charged for any of that. The host on the show also basically say he's never been charged with anything. And, they say he should have a second chance in playing Major League Baseball. He's talented enough. He should be there. But that's not my opinion of it yet. I want to continue on here about some of the other stuff. The accusations, there was two other ones out there. He said there's one that's still out there. He was approached to basically give 7 figures to these other 2 women. And if he did not, they would sue. Okay? He makes a valid point. He goes, I could have very easily, I have enough money. It's not a problem. Money is not an issue. I could have very easily said, take the 7 figures, let's sign a NDA, something, whatever that legal process is. You can't ever talk about this ever again. Shoo it under the rug and that's it. He said I wasn't going to do it because they lied. There was lies of what they were accusing. It was a complete lie. He said, why would I do that? Put myself through all of this that I'm going through now when I could have easily just covered this up and that wouldn't be a problem. Valid point, whether, again, you want to believe him or not, which he also says, you do not have to believe me. He's not asking for that. The time in Arizona gave him a bad name. One of the things that were brought up by the host, which makes a lot of sense, Chapman is still out there doing his thing. Domingo Germán was celebrating. He slapped his wife in public at an event, at a baseball event with the Yankees. CeCe Sabathia and many others were there. Do you believe in second chances? I'm a believer in second chances. I hate also saying that. Is there a level to it? Kind of is a level to it, to be fair. In my opinion, there's got to be some sort of, it's just a hard thing to talk about. The Wander Franco stuff, he's committed of all this stuff with a 14-year-old mind. I mean, you never should play baseball again. Is a second chance great? Is sin higher than another sin? I don't know. I'm not a judge here. I'm not a judge. I'm going off of based on what we know. What we know is that there has been no charges that have stuck here. That's what we know. He's realistic on the money that he would get. He said, I don't care about the money. It has nothing to do with money. I want to get back to the highest level of baseball. When he talked about Garrett Cole, he said they don't speak daily, but they do attend alumni games again together. And he said they have very wide and ranging conversations about pitching, training regimens, warming up, getting ready for games, how they, utilize many different things that are available to them. And he said he thinks Cole would vouch for him. He goes, I don't know what he thinks about me off the field as of now in the last couple of years, but he goes, knowing Garrett Cole, I believe he would vouch for me. The host agreed that he could, handle New York well. He said, hey, with the stuff I've been through the last couple of years, I can handle this very, very well. And here's the one thing that he kind of won me over on, to be honest. He won me over on how he handled these questions. It wasn't to the point of he's stuttering. He's either very well versed on this, which he probably is. I'm more than certain his agency didn't say, hey, just spitball, have some good answers set up. Here's what could be asked. But I want to say anybody could say anything and feel like it's sincere and you could still be an asshole. That's a real possibility. He did a good job, put it that way, of coming across as somebody who admits that he's made mistakes, who also says, just so everybody is aware, I get the allegations are horrible. They look terrible on paper. But the main one that is out there, Lindsey Hill one, is wrong. It's been searched up and down, left and right. They thoroughly investigated this, and there was nothing. There's something to that. This is not Bauer just saying, hey, they investigated it. Hey, this is what I'm saying. This has been investigated. So at some point in life, people make mistakes. We all do. Whether it was when we were very, very young or we slip up when we're older. I'm not saying that every mistake is fine. I'm not the judge of that. It's not who I'm meant to be. It's not my job to do. But he's also mentioned he spoke to many Major League Baseball teams already. His agent has handled a lot of that, but he has also spoken to a few Major League teams. Never mentioned the teams, but we know the New York clubs, the Yankees, the Mets, definitely need starting pitching. And if the Yankees, for an example, this is a Yankee channel. If the Yankees could somehow go out there and add a Snell, add a Dylan Cease, add a Jordan Montgomery, whatever it is, and Bowers is out there commanding $5 million for a year, it's a hard thing to say no to. And the other thing about that is Yankees can't really play hypocrite here. You've had Herman on your team. You've had Chapman on your team. You just had Cordero on your team. I mean, when he did what he did, he got suspended. We'll see if he gets a job again. The Trevor Bauer's allegations, folks, they're not good. But for a guy who has a lot of stuff alleged against him, I tell you what, he stood his ground better than many, many people would. Typically, it's because you're standing on some sort of truth. Unless you're a real psychopath, you're standing on some level of truth that you really know is accurate and you believe it. You know you. I was a jerk. I've been a jerk for many years. He goes, I understand that. I get people getting that perception. I was a jerk for many years. I've grown. I've learned. I have my own business now. I got employees I take care of. These are growing things. I'm not sitting here as the biggest Trevor Bauer fan at all. I couldn't give a poot if he's a Yankee or not a Yankee or not playing baseball. But there is a right and wrong here. And you get to decide on that, not me. I think he should be in Major League Baseball next year. Does that mean this is a good guy? No, I don't know. I'm basing solely off of a 40-something minute interview that he did today. And I'm sure he'll probably do some more appearances. He did a Fox appearance also. He's coming across, looking at people in the eye. Not a lot of body language there. Not a lot of stuttering. Not a lot of re-stepping. It's kind of direct and to the point. Here's the deal, folks. I'm an open book right now. Here's the deal. Take it as you want. Guys, let me know in the comments below. What do you think? Again, guys, I don't want this to get into the range of whatever. Some crazy, it is what it is. You got your belief. You got your opinion. I do too. And, you're entitled to yours as I'm entitled to mine. Like, share, and subscribe to NYYU if you have not yet, guys. Let me know in the comments below. What do you think about the Trevor Bauer interview? And probably be live a little later tonight. So I'll see you guys then. Peace.
Top 10 radar, yeah, we on your radar. Never miss, dog, and that's on occasion. Yeah, we on your radar. Yeah. Hey, look, top floor, lifestyle, chef and boy, I'm cooking up. Play too high, ain't coming down, you see me if you looking up. I don't really talk too much, I show them running numbers up. Lucky that I'm showing up, I'm going off, they know what's up. Wrist too silly, yeah, numbers crack the Billy. Yeah, don't need no dilly, I'm too fresh, I feel like really, yeah. Feel the duffels up the sign, I need a million. I'm about to take off, and I know that I'm on their radar. Top 10